Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa assumed duties at the Ministry of Health in the presence of the Secretary to the Ministry.
The people's trust in our country's healthcare system has significantly eroded in recent times. I consider the key challenge and responsibility entrusted to me to be the restoration of that trust among the people, as well as the rebuilding of the Ministry of Health's reputation. Typically, it is the officials of the ministry who address public health concerns, but now the ministry itself is under considerable strain due to recent developments. It is crucial to correct these issues.
Minister of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development Sunil Hadunethi also assumed duties at the ministry today.
We need to launch new industries in the country. To do that, we are hoping for a better cooperation between state and private banks. By working together, we can quickly solve the challenges that industrialists are facing, like shortages of raw materials, logistical issues, and market barriers. With the trust the public has placed in us and the integrity we've shown, we are confident that we will earn the support of the people as we move forward. Our goal is to build a strong industrial base, boost our export economy, and make a real difference in development of local industries.
Minister of Trade, Commerce, Food Security and Cooperative Development Vasantha Samarsinghe officially assumed duties at the ministry today.
We have officially begun our work effective today. In my capacity as the Minister of Trade, Commerce, Food Security and Cooperative Development, I bear collective responsibility to the Cabinet to ensure the people of this country have access to essential food items and create an environment that enables them to live comfortably. This responsibility rests with the government. We have scheduled a meeting today to discuss solutions to the current rice shortage. The Ministry of Agriculture and relevant officials are working together swiftly, and we are making decisions accordingly. There is a rice shortage, and when such issues are brought to the fore, some individuals are looking to formulate plans. We are actively working on these plans. The government will take action to put an end to this issue.
K.D. Lalkanda, who was sworn in as the Minister of Agriculture, Lands, Livestock and Irrigation yesterday, assumed his duties today. Secretary to the Ministry of Agriculture and other officials were also present.
We are confident that with the experience we've gained, we can face the challenges ahead and succeed. We are committed to delivering the results that the people expect from us in this sector. I want to assure the public that we will work hard to meet their hopes. The fields of agriculture, land, irrigation and livestock face many challenges, and we will work closely with everyone involved to find real solutions. To achieve meaningful progress, we need to dedicate public servants who are truly committed to serving the country and its people. Minister of Women and Child Affairs Saroja Polraj expressed her commitment to creating a safer, brighter future for women and children in Sri Lanka.
Empowering women, especially in Sri Lanka's rural communities, is absolutely essential. As part of efforts to tackle rural poverty, we must focus on improving women's economic opportunities. But it's not just about economies. Empowering women is also key to building a safer and more secure future for our children. To make this happen, we need to drive real change in our society, guided by education, awareness and a shift in our values. This means confronting serious issues like violence against women on public transport, in the workplace and in social spaces. We need to work together to end the stigma that surrounds these problems. At the ministry, we are committed to ensuring that women get equal pay for equal work and are treated fairly in every sector. At the same time, we must make sure that every child has access to safe education and grows up in a positive, supportive environment. We are already taking steps to make these changes a reality. Attorney Harshana Naikara assumed duties as the Minister of Justice and National Integration today.
Our primary responsibility in this role is to restore public trust by restabilizing the Ministry of Justice, the Department of Legal Affairs and the police force. The main goal here is to ensure these institutions remain free from political influence. This is what the National People's Power is committed to achieving. We also recognize that some laws are outdated and in need of urgent reform. After further discussions, these laws will be carefully reviewed and updated. The strongest message from the public was the need to bring back the rule of law and order in this country.
Minister, Youth Affairs and Sports Sunil Kumar Gamage also assumed duties at the ministry today. Officials from various organizations under the ministry as well as representatives from sports associations were present.
We've put together a massive plan to develop sports across all fields. The goal is to tap into the incredible talent that exists among the young people of our country. There are so many promising athletes out there, and we want to make sure they have the right support and opportunities to shine. Our focus is to guide these young talents into sports, providing them with the facilities and resources they need to succeed. We aim to create a generation of skilled athletes who can contribute to our society in meaningful ways. Through sports, we want to nurture well-rounded, confident citizens who can make a positive impact on the future of our nation.
Minister Engineer Kumar Jakori expressed his commitment to delivering as much relief as possible to the public upon taking office at the Ministry of Energy this morning.
Give us some time. There are many issues to address, and we were aware of them even before taking office. Our first priority is to resolve these problems. As for the electricity tariffs, there are concerns among consumers, particularly regarding the difficulty of bearing the cost. These are some of the key issues we are focusing on in relation to electricity. There are challenges related to fuel. In the future, Litrogas will also fall under the ministry's purview. With this, all three sectors will come together and work in close cooperation. In the past, although they were under a single minister, these sectors operated separately, almost like independent entities with no collaboration. There is no need for that at the moment. If any changes are necessary, we will address them in the future. As we have not yet fully studied the situation, we are still receiving some supplies in the same manner as before. When we implement a new approach, we conduct thorough research beforehand. We are committed to bringing about positive change, so there is no need to worry. We will ensure that prices do not rise.
Dr. Anura Karunatilaka, who was sworn in as the Minister of Urban Development, Construction and Housing, assumed duties at the ministry office at Setsiripaya in Bathramulla today.
Everyone has the right to live in a home that's within a supportive environment. It's our job to help make that happen. Sometimes we can provide people with the opportunity to live in their own private homes, and other times we can work to create a comfortable living environment in apartment buildings. No matter which option people choose, the government and relevant ministries will step in to make sure the right conditions are in place. In the end, it's up to the people to decide, and our role is to ensure that whatever choice they make, the environment will support their needs and preferences.
රජයේ හැටියට අමාත්‍යාංශයේ හැටියට ඒ සඳහා පරිසරය සකස් කරන්න අපි කටයුතු කරනවා.
Dr. Dhammika Pathabandi, who was sworn in as the Minister of Environment, assumed duties today.
For us, this appointment is not just a position, it is a responsibility. Under the new government, my goal as the Minister of Environment is to fulfill my duties entrusted to me and work towards achieving the objectives set for this role.
Minister of Rural Development, Social Security and Community Empowerment, Professor Upali Panelage, also assumed duties today.
What our country needs today is an environment where everyone is empowered with the freedom to make their own decisions. Creating an environment that ensures social welfare is a key vision of the current government. Before the National People's Power came into power, we clearly said in our manifesto that one of our priorities would be to significantly increase the social safety nets up to at least 10,000 rupees. By increasing these benefits, the goal is to provide social welfare to those who need it the most. This is a key policy of the National People's Power, and it reflects the mandate we have received from the people. Based on this, we are taking action accordingly. We have no intention of halting the process. Within the next 6 months, we aim to introduce new decisive measures to better identify and support those in most need of social welfare and security in our country.
Minister of Buddha Sasana, Religious and Cultural Affairs, Professor Hiniduma Sunil Senavi also assumed duties today.
I have a deep sense of hope and confidence that we can raise the cultural life of Sri Lankans to a more elevated and enriching level. To me, simply improving the economy isn't enough on its own. This is a big task, and it is one that will need strong support and collaboration from everyone.
Ramalingam Chandrasekaran assumed duties as the Minister of Fisheries, Aquatic and Ocean Resources today.
Our country is surrounded by the sea, but the question is whether we've truly made the most out of these resources. That's why it's so important for us to focus on developing this sector. We've faced many challenges up to this point, but moving forward, we are committed to giving you the freedom and support to help grow this industry. The responsibility for advancing the fishing sector now lies with you, and together, with everyone's efforts, we'll build it up.
සියලු දෙනාමත් එකතු වෙලා අපි මේක ගොඩනගමු